Hey y'all.
Hey.
Alright. You want to start here?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, so we're gonna try to keep this uncut because I don't know, I actually like the uncut versions better.
Me too.
So first, welcome back to our channel. I'm Deasia, if you don't know.
I'm Tim.
And today we're doing something a little bit different. You know, it's no what do you do? It's no cooking video or nothing like that, no vlogs or nothing. So today we're doing a little story time. So we decided to do this today because it actually just happened like a few minutes ago.
Dude, I still can't believe it happened.
So I'm sorry, y'all.
This
is just ridiculous.
It was so stupid. I don't want to make it sound more serious than what it was, because it wasn't a crazy big deal, but it was just like it didn't have to happen.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
And a lot of times, like, me and Tim we don't have many stories that we want to share on here, but I feel like this would be a good one. Yeah. I mean, it just happened, it's fresh, and
yeah, well, I can start with how it happened because it started with me.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just drinking some apple cider.
I'm eating ice cream, but so today everything still happened today. Today me and Deja got up early. I've been planning this for like a month. I just need to find free time to do it. Deja thought it'd be a good idea to go walking today, so we got up, we went for a walk, and after our walk, I told her I had to leave her to go set up for what we were doing today, but she didn't know what we were doing, because I wanted it to be a surprise. So I didn't tell her nothing. I just told her I'm gonna be gone for like an hour or two, and I'll come back to pick you up to take you on a date. So she was here waiting on me. I went out. My date idea was to have a picnic at Bicentennial. Should I say Bicentennial?
This part? That's fine.
Right.
This is, and by the way, this is nothing against Bicentennial. They have nothing to do with this at all. Yeah. We just want to let you guys know what park it was, though.
Yeah, actually, definitely recommend going, even, especially like in the winter to go sledding.
Bicentennial's great. I love it.
But yeah, I wanted to set up a date there. I wanted to have a picnic and a movie in a tent. And a while ago, I bought a 4-person tent for me and her to use for something. It's been in her closet. I snuck it out of her closet when she didn't know about it one random day. It had it sitting in my car. But I went out, and one of her favorite foods to eat, meals I guess, is the Ultimate Feast from Red Lobster. So I ordered 2 of those, one for me, one for her. Drove all the way out to get that. I was pretty far away from it. I got my cooler, I got ice in it, I put pops in it. I wrapped up our food in foil so it would stay hot. I put it in my trunk and then came all the way back. I left the food in my car and set up the tent first because I didn't want to set up the tent and leave it there for that long. I felt like somebody was going to mess with it or something, or bugs will find it.
Guys, focus on the tent. This is apparently a big thing with the story, the tent. So just keep that in mind, just the tent. Yeah.
So I set up the tent, and when I went there, I'll give y'all some context. When I got there to set up the tent, it was one lady there with 2 dogs. Not the same lady we'll mention later, but it was a lady there with 2 dogs, and maybe a guy farther away, like jogging or something. They seemed cool. I even walked past the lady and said, "How you doing?" She said, "Good, how are you?" Yada yada. Set up my tent. Nobody bothered me. Nobody was even looking at me. I could see people farther away. They weren't even looking at me. Everybody was minding their business. There was like 5 people there. It was kind of early, so the park was kind of dead. I set up the tent in 15 minutes. I watched the tutorial. I got done with the tent. As soon as I got done, I called Deasia and said, "Get ready to come outside. I'm getting ready to pick you up. When you get in the car, close your eyes while I'm driving so you don't see where we're going." So she put a blanket over her head. I told her to bring with her. And we got there. We got out the car, and I walked her up to the tent. I just told her to close her eyes from that point. And I'm recording her, and she don't know it. We'll put all the pictures. I know we'll leave it uncut. So we'll put all the pictures and the videos from the picnic at the end. Yeah. It's gonna be real short. Yeah. So I recorded her reaction. It was really cool. She liked it, and I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad she liked it. I showed the inside of the tent. It was like my laptop set up with Disney Plus on it, and we had our food wrapped up in the cooler on the side. And yeah, it was about to be real cool. She was excited. She was happy about the food, and I made sure to bring bug spray and Raid because the bugs out there was bad. Because I was in the middle of the grass. I'm sure y'all seen the video. I think it kind of showed where we at because we near the water and stuff. But You heard that noise?
That was that.
But yeah. Anyway, we got in the tent. We started watching the movie. We watched House Party, by the way.
On Netflix.
Yeah, we went to Netflix instead because Disney Plus didn't have what we was looking for. But no offense to Disney Plus, but we was watching House Party for like an hour, I think.
Yeah,
almost an hour, and then I guess the Wi-Fi froze, and we started talking about life.
Not even quite an hour though, y'all.
Yeah, it was
I don't even think it was an hour yet.
Actually, yeah, because I looked at how much time was left when I pulled the computer back up, and it said like.
You said an hour and a half.
It said an hour and a half was left. We stood there for like 30 minutes then. It felt longer, yeah.
An hour.
Stood there for like 30 minutes, then we just started talking about life and just laughing and kind of making fun of people walking by. And then in the middle of us talking, Deasia noticed these two ladies walking by, and one of them were they both looking or just the one?
Both of them was.
Both of them was kind of like...
But one of them was more intense than the other.
Yeah.
Kinda, you know how if you with somebody and they not paying attention, but you tell them like, hey, look.
Yeah.
And then they look. It was kind of like that.
Yeah, I didn't know. I only noticed the first lady, mainly. Mm-hmm. She was just kind of peeking in our tent real hard, even when I looked up. And it took me a second to get up. Like, walking pretty close to where she can look in and see us.
It was very noticeable. Sorry. It was very noticeable where she like purposely turned and started walking right.
Yeah.
So that she could see in the tent, I guess.
Yeah.
And mind y'all, even though that's not a big deal, but Tim had actually put the shield thing up from the tent, so you could see in there if you wanted to, anyways.
Yeah, I meant to mention
Tim
that
put
too.
that up because of the so we can get some air inside. The
Yeah.
sun was beaming, so it was getting hot.
It's not even the point, but I was in there dying. I should have brought a fan. It was so hot. And that's a good point too, because before she walked by, I got out and I pulled the shield up, so you can clearly see in the tent, even from a good distance away. So she clearly saw in there, and it was funny because she was looking back like what?
Y'all, come on.
Deja ain't saying nothing to the lady.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
But like, if she was trying to hide that she was trying to look inside the tent, she did a horrible job at it. Like I noticed off bat that she was trying to just be nosy. I guess you could say, just being nosy. Yeah,
and she didn't care. She kept on looking, and her and her little friend kept walking by, and she kind of peeked into. And then me and you talked for like 30 more minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So we was out there for like an hour in total.
Yeah.
And then after our 30 minutes, it was kind of hot. I was like trying to hit play on the movie, and they was like, "You can if you want to," and I was just kind of like, "I don't really feel like it." He was like, "Okay, I don't really feel like it either." So we just closed the laptop. We was getting ready to pack up and just leave because it was hot, and we relaxed. It was a good date. It was cool.
Oh yeah.
We still had fun. We was just ready to go. So I grabbed before this, let me give y'all this too. Before we got ready to go, I was getting wipes so we can wipe our hands off from the food. I made one trip to my car, grabbed the wrong wipes, had to go back to my car. So of course, if you in the park, you can see me doing all this. And you saw me walk her out of my car, telling her to hold her eyes, and I'm recording her. It just looked like a date scene. Yeah. It's obviously a date.
Definitely date vibe. Food, all that, come on.
Yeah.
Date.
Yeah, and we'll come back to that. Mm-hmm. Like, this is leading up to something. Like, I don't know, if you would have saw that, you would have knew. But anyway, we packed up. I got stuff in my hand. Deja coming out after me, and we was gonna come back to take the tent down. We come out with all the food, and we see a police officer. It was like 30 feet away, like by the fence. But like, what you about to say?
No, I'm about to say like 3 or 4 cars over from Tim's truck. Yeah. Was the police officer truck, and he was standing outside the truck.
Hands on his hips, facing directly at us. And in my head, me and her just kind of thinking like, what if? And then when we got a little closer, Deasia literally said it first. She was like, Tim, do you think somebody called the cops on us? I think somebody called the cops on us. And I'm like, it kind of seemed like it. And then right when we got like 20 feet away from him, we heading our car, we're not heading to him. He was like, hey, how you guys doing? We were like, good. And he was like, his first question was, what are you guys doing? And I wasn't trying to be sarcastic because my parents taught me like don't like have no attitude with the cops, but I might have by accident. I couldn't help myself. I just said we were on a date. We were heading out, and he was like, oh, okay. You guys just meet today. And I said, he said, you guys just meet today, like pointing at our tent. And I said, no, 6 years actually. I said it just like that, and he was like, Oh, okay. Well, okay. I just want to see what you guys were doing because we got a call about you guys' tent, and you guys looked a little suspicious out here with the tent, and we just wanted to see what you guys were up to. You guys, what were you guys just eating? And I had my laptop in my hand facing him, and I said, in a big bag of Red Lobster, I said, yeah, we're just eating, watching a movie.
And I had the blanket.
Yeah.
The blanket and like the trash stuff some other trash was thrown away.
Yeah. You just hold like the blanket and the wipes in the cooler. But you were in the cooler too? Or was
No, you was holding the cooler. I was holding, I think, the laptop and
I had the laptop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I was holding. Oh, I was definitely holding my blanket, but it was probably more trash. Like the wipes and stuff, I had that.
Yeah.
Like the Lysol wipes and all that.
And I had my laptop facing him. And yeah, so we was watching a movie, eating some food, Red Lobster, and he was like, oh, okay, you guys are just eating. And Diaz was like, yeah. And he was like, well, all right. And just got back into his car, no apology. That was really it. But after that, of course, that we were already on our way out, but that just killed the vibe, like, completely. We're already in a good mood. So Diaz was just like, can we just get the tent and get out of here? I'm trying to disassemble it. She was like, let's just stuff it in the car and just leave because I don't like this. So that's what we did. We just ripped it out the ground pretty much and just tossed it in the back of my trunk. And by the time we walked back over there, 2 cop cars in the same spot that he was. Like they were waiting on us to leave or seeing what we were doing or talking about us for sure. So we just packed up and we left. And that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What were you about to say?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
I was just saying it's crazy how like you can't do anything, dude. Like, can I talk about the grill thing? You want to save it? The grill?
Oh, yeah, let's finish this one first.
Okay. It's just, my main point is just people being nosy. Like, I don't know. If you're going to be that nosy, don't be that wrong. And also don't lie. I don't know which one was the case in this situation, but yeah. But go ahead.
No, Tim pretty much cleared it up. But, y'all, honestly, I'm still a little bit irritated about that. But I can't say for anybody who's doing any, like, dates and stuff, continue to do your dates. Like, honestly, who cares about what people think and what they're saying? And also, respectfully, actually, no, not respectfully, sorry. But, to that lady, whoever she was, at the park, she was actually not even the owner of the park. So that kind of blew my mind, too. Like, you have no ownership of this park. And I do want to make it a fact that there's no rules at the Bicentennial Park, of my knowledge anyway, that I've seen, because I wouldn't even try that. Anybody know I'm all about following the rules. So if they said no tents, there's no tents. But there was no rules stating that there couldn't be tents or anything there. I see plenty of people even setting up in a little reserved area and they didn't pay for it. And then like setting up the little blankets and everything like that.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I made sure when I got there too. I mean, I didn't see anything that said like no tent setups or nothing like that. Of course, we wouldn't camp because you can't. But
yeah,
we just stand there for a couple hours.
Yeah, and with the tent, it's more secure. No bugs are not getting our food because we did have food and everything like that. And who want to eat? And there's a lot of bugs flying up. But the point I was getting at is that first off, I want to say to anybody, when you do see somebody out, whatever. It's none of your business. Sorry, but it's not. If you see somebody out having a date and anything, and it was very, very noticeable that, because I can't remember if I seen the 2 ladies and they cross team. What was they at? Cross runner team.
Cross country, whatever they call it.
Cross runners, whatever. The people that be training for them runs, the marathon and stuff like that. There was definitely one of them teams, but whoever the 2 ladies was, I can't remember if I actually started seeing. We seen them after we got in the tent. I'm not sure if they were. Tim said he didn't see them when he went there setting up. So they clearly had just made it when we get there. But sorry, hold on. Okay, but yeah, I just want to make it a point that next time if you are out to anybody like this cross runner lady coach, whoever you are, you need to learn how to just mind your business, because if nobody's causing you any harm, not being disruptive or anything, and my thing is, me and Tim could have, because it's a public park, but you know, we wasn't playing no loud music, wasn't rowdy or nothing like that. We sitting there in our own world, minding our own business, eating, watching a movie, drinking pop. Like we'll put all the clips in, but it's just getting really annoying to where like you can't even go out and have fun. And it was something so innocent, like we're on a date and then you calling the police is really not that serious to be calling the cops. And my thing is, even though it's none of her business about what we were doing, if you did have some concern, you could have came and asked Tim. She could have came and asked him herself, because Tim actually stepped out of the tent a couple times.
Yeah,
I stayed in the tent, but Tim actually stepped out a couple times when he went to go get the rest of the stuff we needed for it. And if you had some questions, could have asked that. It was never serious to call the police over a picnic. So basically what I'm getting at is that made me uncomfortable. You know, I wasn't scared of police officers, but it made me uncomfortable because I don't mess with the system or nothing like that. And then all this stuff going on, I'm just like, come on, Tim, let's get this stuff and go.
Yeah.
Oh, what you about to say?
I was gonna say, to be honest, I mean, he could have did some stuff better. I don't completely blame the cop in that situation in particular. He could have been a little nicer about it, though. He wasn't rude, but it was no apology, because he was clearly wrong when we got out. It was just so weird. It wasn't no, like, he didn't even, and if I said that before, I was wrong. He didn't say, how are you guys doing? He just kind of said, like, hello.
No, he did not ask how we were doing. I wish we were recording. That's why I tell Tim, like, man, but it was so unexpected. I had, like, 80% of me knew, like, okay, the police here for us over some stupid stuff. But 20% I'm like, okay, no, nobody actually called the police on us. I want to disagree with that a little bit, and nobody actually had the guts to, like, call the police on us.
Yeah.
But I did see that lady staring, but I shook it off. Because usually, like, when I say something like that, I'm like, okay, she being weird. Why she staring like that? I never thought it's because, like, she thinking something going on and she calling the police and stuff. That never crossed my mind. So it was a little shocker, and it caught me off guard. Like, but I was very uncomfortable because anybody that know me know I, once again, I'm not about to be breaking rules and taking chances with stuff, knowing that can go bad. Yeah. So my point is that she just should have minded her business. All of that was avoided, and I guess the officer followed back up with her, and she said, well, what were they doing? Now, what did that come to tell you? Why are you concerned about what we're doing when you over there have a whole team that you need to be training? Mind your business. It's simple. Yeah. My thing is, even if I do see somebody in the corner doing something and I'm out by myself, I'm just the type of person that has nothing to do with me. Yeah. So I'm not involving myself in that. If it's not hurting me physically or nothing, that's not my problem. I'm a very much mind my business, private person. Like, I'm not in people's business. And she was just out of line. So whoever you are, please don't do that again, because you're wrong. We were having a picnic. That's just that.
Well, that could have went way worse if she would have never known. Like, and that would have been her fault. Imagine, like, Officer Baldman, whatever his name was, came over and it was a bee in the tent and I'm panicking trying to get out or something, and he got the wrong idea. Like, anything else could have happened. Luckily, it didn't. Like, it seemed like he was a little worried, so he kept his distance. He was just staring at the tent. He looked like he'd been there for a minute.
It was very, like, uncomfortable, kind of, y'all. We really couldn't explain it. Like, when we pulled up, he already had, like, a nervous look on his face. Yeah. And then when we came out the car, when we first came out the car, he didn't have, it wasn't, like, no calm demeanor, if I could say that. Like, he wasn't calm. Like, he was just kind of, like, hostile. He had already set the mood, which the mood wasn't even the mood. Like, whatever he had in his mind was the mood. It wasn't even the mood. Like, me and Tim, we was very
he was
what?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, we wasn't confrontational or nothing like that, but we was letting him know, kind of like, I'm confused as to why you're here. Like, nobody's doing nothing wrong, and we was very comfortable because we know we hadn't did nothing. So I was just confused as to when he said, like, he had got a call because the cross runner lady said that we seemed suspicious with the tent and everything like that. I was lost. And then I'm not sure what the whole did y'all just meet thing have to do with anything. Like,
and honestly, to me, he seemed calm. He just seemed like he already had his mind made up. Like, our side of the story, like, almost probably wouldn't have been true to him or something. Like, he seemed like he, like, had his mind set before, like, before he talked to us.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of how it seemed. Like,
yeah, he had his hands on his hips and stuff. Like, not really, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that...
And I
just really want to make it a point to people, really, like, honestly, stay out of people's business. Like, if it does not have nothing to do with you, please do not involve yourself in it, because it could be something as innocent as this. My boyfriend come up with the surprise date for us, and we not outside chilling, eating food, and then you call the police, getting authorities involved when it had nothing to do with you, and you weren't harmed in any way. You can't even say you felt like you were in danger or nothing like that, because come on, y'all, anybody who know me and Tim know we don't even have that vibe. Like, we don't even have that, carry around that type of energy with us. So it just really blew my mind. I was speechless from that. I'm like, wow, somebody called the police at a public park and we're having a picnic. So yeah, you got anything else you want to say about this?
Dude, just two things. One, I won't say too much about the other situation we had. It wasn't with the cops, but we had another situation. It was just people being nosy. It seemed like you can't step outside and, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, the way I think, when I try to plan dates for Deasia, I try to get a little more creative, and I'm more of an outdoor person, and sometimes she is too. And it just seemed like you can't do that kind of stuff. That stuff that's, like, out of the ordinary, people seem to, like, question it, like it's wrong or something.
That's true.
It's so weird, man. Like, I don't know.
But yeah, like, yeah, my thing is just, you know, just once again, mind your business. You know, don't put your nose in anybody else's business if it don't concern you, because you can get somebody hurt or in trouble, and, like, it wasn't even what you thought it was, all because you were just being nosy. So yeah. And like I said, yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think that was all about. The police calling and all that stuff. Let us know how y'all feel about that. But that just made me real uncomfortable. It's something to have a police officer just pull up on you and you just having a date. Nah. So yeah, y'all let us know how y'all feel. And yeah, let's make it a norm for people to be, you know, adventurous. They like to explore. They like to do new things, and let it be okay. Like, it's okay. You might be an inside person. You know, you like to stay indoors and cuddle up next to the fireplace. Cool, whatever. But you might also have somebody who is okay with setting up outside. They don't mind that. But if you were minding your business, you wouldn't even know that they were doing that.
Yeah.
So it's just come on, just stay in your lane. And lady, please, just come on, guys, just don't do that. If you see somebody out enjoying and stuff like that, don't always expect, don't think the worst thing is happening.
Yeah, it's always it's always a problem. People try to be like, it don't even have to be too creative. Like, there's like a bench at the very top of the hill of Bicentennial.
Yeah,
I've seen people once ever, and I've lived out here for a long time. I've seen people once ever have a date up there and, like, have a picnic up there. Everybody too scared to do stuff because people always in everybody's business.
Exactly.
Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a park.
Yeah,
that's what it's
like,
for.
it's fine. If people want to set up their little picnic blankets.
Yeah.
If people want to bring a freaking huge easel outside and draw on it with their partner.
Exactly.
That's like, okay.
Yeah.
It does not concern you. It's not hurting you. It's not going to do anything for you to just zip it and keep going about your day.
Yeah.
Actually might save you. Just learn how to mind the business that's yours. That is simple.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
If it ain't bothering nobody and keeping to himself and it's not against the rules, I don't get it.
Yeah. So I know me and Tim are gonna look back at this a few years from now and laugh, because this is the goofiest situation I've ever heard. And this was honestly last on my list of what would happen in my life is a police officer getting called, and of course it had to happen to be when both of us are with each other. So but yeah, like, you know, just whatever. Guys, keep doing those extravagant dates and cute dates and be out here with them cute dates. Don't be ashamed. And don't be ashamed to show off your cute date ideas and set up big things, whatever. You know, and the thing is, you know, me and Tim did not break no rules at this park or nothing. We actually go there quite often and never had an issue. Me and Tim actually set up ourselves at the reserved tables and stuff, and there's never been a problem. We sit out there in the parking lot for hours just like studying or something. Never been a problem. It should never be that you make an assumption that can get somebody hurt. So just stop doing that, okay? Let people do them. When you mind your business, everybody good, everybody safe, everybody got good energy, good vibes, everybody happy. So that's all I gotta say about it. Is that it for you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, yep, that's it. We hope you enjoyed this story time. We'll try to include more story times in here. Let us know if y'all like it or whatever, and comment down below once again what you felt about the situation that we just experienced today. Mm-hmm. So we hope everybody have a good day. Mm-hmm. Keep your spirits high, and always continue to do what you want to do in life, and regardless of what other people feel. Yeah,
so don't be scared to get creative.
Okay, well, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.
It's okay. You can open your eyes.
You did this by yourself?
I did it by myself. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Remember that 4-person one I bought a while back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I stole it from your closet.
Oh.
All right. There's one more part to this.
Yeah.
You need to look inside.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm excited.
What food do you think I got for you?
Chicken?
2 ultimate feasts.
No, you didn't.
I swear. Dab me up and hug me, yeah. This isn't sweat, it's water. It's really nice.
Like, so Tim was like, yeah, we're just having a date, a picnic. And I'm looking at him like trying to see what he's about to say next because I'm confused about all this stuff. And so he was like, okay, so you just eating? I said, yeah, we're just eating. And he's like, oh, so did you just meet?
And I said,
and Tim said, nope, this is my girlfriend. We've been dating for 6 years. And the man said, so that's it, because I got a call that there was some suspicious behavior going on, and people were concerned about the tent. The crossworders made a call to the police department. She was gone. She was gone. And I knew exactly who it was that did that. That really upset me. Like, I really don't even know how to feel from that.
Yeah.
But, you know, because sometimes it do be me, and, like, the problem do get worse. But most of the times when Tim be like, oh, yeah, I do see her, but, you know, we kind of shake it off. It don't be nothing. So I'm like, okay, it's nothing. Like, whatever. She's just staring. They probably never seen people do this. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what it was. My thing is, anybody else who comes out here and sets up full-on tables with balloons and going overboard, there's no problem.
And I was trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like, I guess you don't see a lot of tents out here.
Right.
So I just thought it was
and
whatever.
I'm like, wow. First off, there's no signs on here that say no tents. That's first. People out here all the time having picnics and dates. But it be us disappeared. They disappeared when we was getting up packing our stuff. I should have known. Because I told him, I said, look at that lady. She keeps staring over here. Like, what's wrong with her? Every time I say that, I'm usually right. So, yeah. Like, she had to be the one that did it. Because she was looking over there hard. And I'm like, my thing is, like, y'all was sitting right there, running back and forth. Because, see, right in there, we had the little shield thing up for air. Yeah. And then they were sitting right at the table. They could hear, see, everything.
And they saw me get out to lift the shield up.
They saw Tim come out a couple times. And then I'm like, they would have seen Tim, like, walking me to the tent.